I thought I'd go ahead and do a tutorial for you guys. This is actually a tutorial specifically for Anna, who is Serenity Creations on YouTube. Hey girl! So I have gotten at least a couple of questions about this punch right here, which is the Martha Stewart medallion punch, and I know some of you guys have this punch and maybe you haven't really used it. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys how I made the rosette that I created for Erica. Some of you guys have this punch and maybe you haven't really used it. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys how I made the rosette that I created for Erica. And that was on my last video. So I will leave my last video's link in case you didn't watch it. And that was my video response to Erica's challenge. So anyway, let's go ahead and start. So I basically just used an 8.5 by 11 inch paper. This is a scrap, so it is, you know, cut up already, so it's smaller. So what you'll need is your, let me move this over a little bit, your paper trimmer. And the reason I'm also doing this tutorial is because I don't recall the dimensions that, or the size that I used when I made that rosette. It was kind of, I made it on the fly, so so I'm trying to recreate it anyway, so I thought, well, let's just do a video. Okay, so I believe I cut it at 1.5 inch by 8 or 8.5. So I just basically cut a strip. Okay. And then what we're going to do is get our scoreboard. So you want to get your scoreboard. Actually, before the scoreboard, sorry. Let's go ahead and use the punch. Once you punch this out, you're going to see that it does score it, but not completely all the way. See, well, it didn't even show that you scored it here. It does leave a little indentation, but it's really not scored all the way through. So you do still need to score, just to let you know. But it's pretty easy. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and punch the whole strip out. Oops, and look, I missed that. So you can just put it back in there and line it up. You want to line it up where the scallops are, okay? I'm going to make sure. And as you can see, you're only losing this much from the top. So it's pretty close to 1.5 inch once you're done with punching it out. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that little strip off, and then we just want to get rid of that. Okay, so then you want to get your scoreboard, and I only have the big scoreboard, so. And then what you want to do is basically just line that up. Make sure, you can go all the way here if you want, but just make sure it lines up in between the scallop. That, you know, one of these grooves is lining up with the scallop. The space in between the scallop. So that you can score every 1/2 inch. See? It's really easy to do. Just make sure it is all lined up on that groove so it's not wonky. See, like this one, I think I need to move it just a little tad, and it's okay if you do that. Basically, you just want to make sure you are actually scoring in between the scallop edge. So let me bring that up closer so you can see. So there it is. Okay, all scored. And then of course you want to just fold that over. So you do your mountain and valley folds, basically just alternating like a fan fold. All right, like so. Okay, and that's half of your rosette. Okay, so you do need to create another one, and I'm sorry I did not do that first. So let's do that again. Let's cut another 1.5 inch. And keep in mind when you cut this, this rosette is actually going to turn out to be about 3 inches because it's double the height of this, right? Because you're doing 2, so this is only half of the rosette. Okay, I didn't lose you guys, did I? All right, so let's go ahead and punch this out again just so you can see. All right, and so line up your scallop on that guide. All right, let's do this. And then of course before you do this, make sure you are heating up your hot glue gun. Of course you can use whatever glue you want, but the hot glue gun is probably the most easiest to use because, hold on one sec. It's easiest to use because it dries fast, and trust me, it's going to be so much easier to put this together when you have hot glue. Okay, so sometimes if you don't line it up exactly, you know, you don't, look at that, there's like a little, I didn't line it up, so you could always stick it back in. Just make sure that you are using your guide here. Okay. Something's getting stuck there. Sorry. It didn't look right. Okay. So just line it up with your, I wonder if my paper is just not straight. There. I think something just kind of got stuck on it. All right, anyway, there it is. Okay, so again, score it every 1/2 inch. I'm going to pause right here so you guys don't have to see me scoring. Okay, hold on. Okay, so now I have my 2 pieces. Okay. They are already scored and folded, and all you need to do is to assemble. So you also want a circle, so I'm going to take my 1-inch circle punch, or whatever punch you have, just to make about that size. Okay, so you're going to need that. I like to sometimes do both sides. Just keeps its shape better. Okay, so then you want to take your hot glue gun. I need to get one of those hot glue gun holders, you guys, because I usually just use something else to hold my gun, but it keeps falling. It keeps like falling off my desk. So, whoops, almost did that wrong. Okay, and then you want to glue them together so that you have one continuous strip. Okay, so you glued that together, and you also want to glue this together. So I'm going to cut one piece so that it actually, what you want to do is make sure they go on top of each other like that. Okay, instead of like this way. I like mine going right on top of each other like that. It just looks better to me. Okay, if that makes any sense. All right, so then once you have your pieces glued on, okay, doesn't have to be perfect here. then what you want to do, of course, is create your rosette. And it's like that, right? Okay, since this is a small rosette, I can actually just hold it. I can probably just hold it with one hand and then get my glued piece. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside right now. I'm gonna just get my little silicone doily here. Use lots of hot glue. And go ahead and do your rosette. Hold it. I mean, it's however you want to. With smaller rosette, I can just do that. Otherwise, if you're working with a bigger rosette, a bigger sized rosette, I will usually just put my circle punch right here and then put it over like that. Because sometimes it's too big to handle, to hold with one hand. Okay, and then just so it stays, I like to use another, let's make sure that's completely dry, another circle, punch, punch out, and put it right on top there. See that? Super cute. And now see, you already have a nice pretty rosette that is measuring at, let me tell you, can't find my other, I don't know what I did with my other ruler, but you can see here that it measures about 3 inches, okay, which is perfect. Oops, I bent it. Which is perfect for those loaded bags that we created for Erica's challenge, right? It's just the perfect size. This rosette is the perfect size, and all I do is, you can use a straw, but I use this one right here, and these are from Hobby Lobby, and they're the lollipop sticks, and it comes in these pretty striped colors, which is great for Easter. So I'm ready to start Easter projects, you guys, and all I do is I put it either, I usually put it behind or in front of. It doesn't matter, but you just stick it in one of the grooves. And so what you're going to do is, I usually put it behind actually. You're going to put a little glue on one of the grooves here. Oh, I need more. And then you're just going to slide that all the way in. And just let that dry. And then that's it. Easy peasy. You have a cute little rosette wand that's ready to be decorated. And you don't have to go crazy. Look, you can just put a bow on it if you want. Or cut a scallop, you know, put something in the middle. Like a flower. Well, I'm just going to say, let's pretend it doesn't have a clip. Look. And you already have a nice quick rosette. What I like to also use is, if you have another like a rosette die, a smaller one, you can put 2 rosettes on top of each other. One, you know, smaller than the diameter of this, obviously, because you don't want to just cover the whole thing up. But, you know, something like that. Or you can put an image, you can make a shaker. I mean, possibilities are endless with these cute little things, and they're not hard to make. They're so cute and doesn't require a whole lot of material to make them. So that is it. How much time do I have? Oh, I'm only at 6 minutes. Let me just show you another thing that I did with using this rosette medallion punch, rather. Aside from just making a rosette, I also made this cute little Easter basket. It's not even finished yet, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. Look how cute. And as you can see, I made a scallop. I punched out, same thing, the dimensions of this. And I was inspired because this is also 1.5. I've been seeing Lawn Fawn, their spring release, their new dies. Oh my gosh, they're like the cutest things. And I was inspired, and I had to whip this up because They have a basket die that is super cute, and I want to get it. But I wanted to play around with this. And you can make this cute little basket using this punch. So stay tuned for tutorial. If you guys want, I can definitely do a tutorial on these cute little baskets. And that's the Martha Stewart bow punch there. See how cute? And this was just a die that I have. If you have one of those grass, you know, dies, it's so cute. Look, this one is a doohickey die that I have, because I don't have just a regular grass die, which I need to get one. But anyway, it's not done yet. You know, I need to cut out another piece and then put another one here, you know, so it's continuous all the way around. But as you can see there, this little punch is just very versatile. It's really cute, and it's like, I love it. I love the scallop edge that it creates. So now that we've made some rosettes, let's go ahead and decorate them, you guys. Another pretty yellow one for Miss Anna. Whoops. For Miss Anna. I'll have to save that one for you, girl. Okay, but that is it. How easy is that? So I hope you guys liked my little tutorial. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.